Hi folks, this is Jeanette Bruce, Program and Communications Coordinator at Whistler Public Library, and I'm making this quick video to show you how to participate in our Grown-Up Summer Reading Challenge if you are using the StoryGraph app on your phone. So I'm on an iPhone and I use the App Store to download the StoryGraph app for free. And if you're on an Android phone, you can use the Play Store and download the app for free. Here it is here, the white icon with the black books. This is my homepage because I am already signed in to the app. But to find the challenge, we're going to click on the icon in the middle of the navigation bar at the bottom, the one that looks like a medal. And this is showing us my reading goals. That's my main challenge. But we are going to use the Browse button to find the Whistler Public Library Summer Reading Challenge. And StoryGraph is a little bit slow today. They've said that they're doing maintenance, so I've probably picked the wrong day to make this video, but I wanted to get it out to you all sooner than later. So we're gonna let this think for a minute about the challenges. Here we go. So this is the challenge directory. It shows you all of the public challenges available on StoryGraph, but we are going to go to this search bar and we are going to type in Whistler Public Library Summer Challenge. And that's enough detail for our search. We're going to click on the little magnifying glass. This may also take a minute because of the maintenance happening on the StoryGraph app today. So we are going to let it think. Let it think. Here we go. It's thinking about our challenges. And momentarily, we will see. Here we go. Okay, so if we scroll down here, we will see under the search bar, there is now the Whistler Public Library 2025 Grown-Up Summer Reading Challenge. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click this Join Challenge button. And you'll see that we now have this progress wheel that will fill up as we complete the prompts for this challenge. So if we scroll down, you'll see the 4 prompts for the challenge: a British Columbia book, a book about a library, bookstore, or books, a book by an author you haven't read before, and your version of a beach read. So I am going to scroll back up to this first challenge. You, of course, don't have to do them in order, but I'm going to use this as an example. I'm going to click on a British Columbia book. And this is actually going to show us what books other participants have chosen for this challenge thus far. So we can see right here that I haven't added any books to this prompt yet, but I can scroll down and see what other people have added, which is pretty cool. And you can actually use one of these titles for your prompt if you want. You would just click on that plus sign next to the title and it'll ask you, double check, use this book for this prompt. I'm going to click cancel because even though I love Greenwood, I'm not planning to reread it for this challenge. So I'm going to put in a new book so you can see how that works. I'm using this search function and I'm going to type in the Book of Records, which is the new Madeline Tien book. There we go. So you kind of just keep typing until your book appears here. The Book of Records, I've clicked on it, and now it has been added to this prompt for my challenge. Now, if we scroll back up and I click here to go back to the main page, you'll see that the progress wheel has not been affected. I've added the book to that prompt, but I haven't logged it as read, and so the challenge does not see that I've completed the book, so it hasn't finished the prompt. So what we need to do is go back down to that prompt and we're going to pretend like I've finished reading this book today. So I'm going to click on that little drop down. I'm going to click read. Now, very importantly, you do need to put in the date you finished the book, because if you don't, the challenge doesn't know that you've read it in the correct time period. So we're not going to worry about the start date. You are welcome to put in a start date if you like to keep track of how long it takes you to read books, but we are just going to click set to today for the finish date and update. And now the book is marked as read, finished July 4th. So if we go back to the main challenge, it now shows that I have finished 1 out of 4 prompts by reading and logging the Book of Records by Madeline Tien. So as I complete the other prompts, this wheel will fill up until it's all green when you're finished all of the prompts. So that is the basic rundown of how you log a book if you're using the StoryGraph app. It is pretty similar to the browser experience. It's mostly the navigation that's different, using that bar at the bottom. But overall, the way that you interact with the challenge is pretty similar. But the most important thing to remember is that just because you've added a book to one of the prompts does not mean that you have completed that prompt. It's not completed until you mark it as read and you add in the finish date that falls between July 1st and September 30th. Okay, that is it for now. If you need any help with this, please send me an email at jbruce@whistlerlibrary.ca, and I would be happy to help you with the app or the browser version, or just answer any other questions you have about the challenge. We're quite keen to hear people's feedback about this experience because we would like to use this platform for other challenges in the future, including an exciting one that is coming for 2026. Okay, thank you.